How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to be getting up close and personal with this Ducati Hypermotard. Before we hop on this beast and go for a ride, let's go over some quick technical specs. This is an 821cc motor, makes 110 horsepower and about 65 foot-pounds of torque. All while weighing in at about 450 pounds, wet. We're gonna take this on a quick test ride, and afterwards I'll let you know what I think. It's gonna be great. Come on. Well, I just gotta say, everyone, I am beyond excited that we finally have a day that it's not 120 degrees outside. It has been just brutally hot here in Arizona this last week. It finally cooled down a little bit today, so we're like 90, 95, right in that area, but there's cloud cover, so the sun isn't beating on me. So I'll actually be able to enjoy this ride instead of just trying to make a video and it being miserable. So I did want to kind of give you a few little hot takes of kind of how this feels riding this around. There's a few really good things and a few other good things that I like to want to note about this bike. We'll start with the good. Some of the good things. Power is absolutely incredible. It feels so strong in the way that the motor pulls. The torque. There's a lot of torque down low. That's something that Ducatis are known for, and I love these bikes because of that. So you get a lot of power down low versus having to rev it out to 9,000 RPMs to be able to see or feel any of that power. Sorry, I couldn't help myself there for a second. It feels incredible, and it pulls really smoothly. It feels very controllable. These bikes are known for being very maneuverable, and just how the ergonomics of everything is with the suspension and stuff. They turn in very sharp, very well. It feels great in a corner. These tires are awesome. They're newer tires, and so they feel really good. Everything just feels planted. There are a few things I like to note, though, when it comes to the Hypermotard. It is a little bit taller of a bike. So for me, I'm like 5'10", 5'9.5", somewhere in that department. And I'm kind of tippy-toeing both feet. I can't flat foot this bike, which, for me is not a huge deal. As long as I can have one foot on the ground, it's not a big deal. But if you like to have a bike where you can feel really comfortable with both feet on the ground, if you're tall, 6 foot plus, this is probably gonna be a great bike. If you're shorter and want to try and do that on this bike, it's probably not gonna happen. One of my favorite things about this bike is you have like almost that dirt bike kind of feel a little bit. Your posture, it's a little bit more upright of a riding position. this single-sided swing arm, I love the way it looks on this bike. You don't get that in a lot of these other bikes of this kind of caliber, and just the look and presence of this bike it's just sweet. But really, other than it being maybe just a little bit tall of a seat for me, beyond that, I have no complaints about this bike at all. This is actually the first Hypermotard that I've ridden ever, so it's kind of my first experience, and I loved it. Just being able to go out on this little windy road, I have loved being able to take this thing out. Like I said, I'm no like expert rider or anything by any means. I'm trying to work on that. And I love how confidence-inspiring this bike is. I feel like I can be able to push it a little bit, kind of beyond what I'm comfortable with or used to. I'm sure some of you guys are looking at this video is like, man, like you kind of stink, which frankly may be true, but I have loved being able to rip this around for a little bit. It is going up for sale here soon, so stay tuned, subscribe, follow along. It's going to be going up live on Bring a Trailer and probably in the next few days, so excited for that. I'll just be quiet for the rest of this ride and just enjoy. We'll catch back up once I make it back. Well, I gotta say, after taking this thing on a ride, it is incredible. Lots of power, but the handling on this is what impressed me the most. These things are really known for how well they maneuver and handle and lean, and I'm no expert rider by any means. I'm working on that, but just how quick this thing will lean in and turn over, and it's a super impressive bike. Till the next time, cheers.